Yep. So I'm doing this live to prove a couple of things about the system, right? They tell you follow rules, be a citizen, be an upstanding citizen, right? You gotta follow the rules. But what if the rule makers are breaking the rules? What happens then? Greetings, Lakia. What happens then? When the people that make the rules are breaking the rules, what do you do? Right? What's going on, PJ, Lakia, Lavagina, Asti Basie? So I want to document these occurrences because the system is broken. Um I want to show y'all some things, right? Where people don't understand when I say that I was getting mistreated in this case. I'm going to pull up the documentation from the appeal because I'm appealing this, right? Decision. And I was told today because I called the appeal lawyer, like, what is taking so long? They put the appeal in August. They said what's taking so long is the other side's lawyer, my children's father's lawyer in ACS. They are the ones that keep extending their response to this appeal. I'm gonna say that again. They're the ones that's they asked for several extensions. All right, so give me seconds. I'm gonna pull up my email. I thought it was already connected, but apparently not. But I just really read the whole thing again today, and it blew me away. It blew me away. Okay. Not now. Done. Why is it going through all of these other changes? I just want my emails. All of this other stuff you're asking me. What? Unbelievable. Fuck all that. Here it goes. Unbelievable. What's going on, Donesia? Trinity Time Travel Show. So I'm gonna pull this up because people love showing their receipts. I figured I might as well show mine. This is my inbox for one of my emails. This is my Aaliyah Fardan email, my professional email. So let's look up petition. Petition ACS. No, that's not it. Wait, that's not it either. That's interesting. Let me look at what it says on my phone. Who's it from? Hold on a second. This is from July 30th. From why doesn't it tell me who it's from, y'all? Austin. Oh, I'm in the wrong email, y'all. I'm in the wrong email, y'all. Unbelievable. My bad. I got too many emails. Alright, Austin appeals. Alright, boom. Got him. So what happens is I'm into two different Chromes. That's how I fucked up. Stop. Yo, technology is crazy. I'm literally in 2 different Chrome tabs. All right, so give me a second. That is nuts. All right, I'm gonna exit out for 1 second. I'm gonna come back. Yeah. Back. My bad. I had to go into the Chrome that my email is in to make it easy. All right. Mhm. Appeal. No, this is it. All right, y'all can see this, right? I'm gonna read the main parts to y'all because people like to say, "Oh, you did X, Y, and Z." Blah 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 blah. This is not the right one. Scheduling order. Is this it? This is not it either. Damn, where's that long? It's like a long. Hold on. I completed a draft. All right, this is it. Okay. So it basically says Aaliyah Fardin and Benjamin Johnson are the unmarried parents of Aria Johnson, born December 6, 2018, Bryce Johnson, born September 4th, 2016. On November 2nd, 2020, the ACS commenced a child protective proceeding pursuant to Article 10 of the Family Court Act, charging Aaliyah F with neglecting and derivatively neglecting her children. Right? Okay. hmm So they tell you the rundown, right, of what happened. The 113 precinct observed the mother to be irate and angry with the father. Why can I blow it up? The officer returned. How do you blow this up? All right, now we cooking with gas. The officer returned child Ari to the mother on information provided by the father. He then drove to Bryce's daycare center. Upon information provided by the daycare director, mother appeared at the daycare center and appeared irate. Mother handed Aria to Director Garcia and left the school grounds where she had an argument with the father. Mother returned to school, took Aria, and proceeded to place Aria in a car seat. Director Garcia saw mother striking the father on the back with a screwdriver and a wrench. Garcia ran to the car and grabbed Aria. Mother then left without either of the children. The father returned to the daycare and picked up Aria. The same day, the father claims the mother rammed her car into his car as Aria sat in the rear seat. Police arrived and they both were arrested. The petition alleges that the mother was criminally charged. Mother explains to ACS that she merely used her car to cut off the non-responding father's car. True. Now listen to this. On November 2nd, 2020, the children were released to the non-responding father's care with the direction that the non-responding father, Benjamin Johnson, is not to drive with the children until he obtains a valid driver's license. In a presentation which is more akin to a Seinfeldian Bizarro World episode than a child protective proceeding in a family court, the petitioner asked for release of the children to the father, despite our understanding that the father was this year arrested for driving while under the influence and for being in possession of marijuana, and was driving the children without a valid driver's license. Significantly, the father refused to consent to random screens and evaluation. The court exhibiting a shocking display of unfamiliarity, something like that, with the law, ruled that it lacks the authority to impose any conditions on the father because he is the father. He is not a resource. He is the father of the children. He has a right to what? To them. The court released the children to the father with a temporary order of protection against the mother, full stay away except for agency supervised visits. On May 23rd, this is what I keep talking about, the court rendered an oral decision upon fact finding that Aria is a neglected child as a result of the physical altercations on October 27, 2020, between mother and non-responding father. So she was neglected because of our fight. Specifically, mother was found to have left Aria and by inference, Bryce at the daycare center in which they were not enrolled. Some of this is not true. The court credited the testimony of daycare worker Garcia that mother arrived at the daycare in a hostile manner and was observed shaking her leg, raising her voice, and cursing. The court also found that mother's tapping of father's car placed Aria's life at risk, and that Garcia observed Aria crying for 30 minutes as her mother and father argued. The court found that this incident demonstrated a lapse in parental. So this says, so the parent who actually placed the children at immediate risk by driving under the influence without a valid license is granted a release, while the mother who lost her temper once and never at any time placed the children at risk is charged with neglect, only in family court. Let me blow this up, because this appeal lawyer is so official, and that's why they taking forever for their, I'm bugging. That's why they taking forever for their decision. Why can't I blow it up bigger than that? But I'm gonna leave that up. While people is saying it's me, this is what the lawyer wrote about him compared to me. I lost my temper with him, and they doing this for 2 years. But he could drive under the influence, get a DUI, and be granted custody, temporary custody. All right, let's skip some of this because some of this I told y'all yesterday, right? The judge handed out an order on May 23rd, right, of this year, and on the 24th they recalled it. So we went back the second time, and they removed the drug program. Then it says, look, I already completed parenting, domestic violence, and anger management. So I did most of the stuff they asked for. I'm waiting since May, since this decision, for the co-parenting class that the judge ordered. The judge ordered it, and I'm waiting for 7 months. Look, ACS opposed that request given a prior incident in April wherein the mother is alleged to have been acting erratically at the agency. Remember, I went up there with the bullhorn? Visits will be expanded once mother complies with the mental health evaluation and visits are deemed appropriate. What does that mean? All right. So this is old stuff. Talking about me going to Texas, the father trying to prevent this, but I want to get to page 13 because this is when it gets good. Fuck all this shit. Let's hear what the appeals lawyer said. And they didn't even see the situation. They listened to my testimony. All right. This is all my testimony. Now, this is what the lawyer had to say. The state's authority jurisdiction to intrude into the privacy of family domain should be sparingly exercised. Nothing alleged in its petition alleged actual or imminent physical or emotional danger to either of the children. These two parents, as do many parents, living under the financial strain of a depressed economy compounded by a relentless pandemic, had a fight, maybe even a bad fight, but the children were never at any time at risk. How can I blow this up? Damn, I can't blow it up. God damn it. I'm going to just leave that up. Because when people said, oh, you must have deserved this. Can y'all read that? Take a screenshot, screen record it, and let me know if I'm fucking bugging. Nan, they screwed up royally. They have no clapback. The appeals lawyer, hold on, let me take this down real quick. The appeals lawyer said this is a Seinfeldian display of family court. Do y'all know the show Seinfeld? Meaning this shit is a joke. It's a joke. I never hurt the kids. They never proved that. They never even proved I crashed into his vehicle. It's hearsay. So they took even the daycare worker's word. They not going by actual facts. All that to say ACS way overdid it. Let's finish reading. Let's finish reading. Because a lot of people be saying shit about my mothering, right? Okay. Appellant's counsel certainly recognizes that in this era of wokeness and safe spaces, even a child who sees their mommy and daddy arguing and cries as a result is an at-risk child. Such are the progressive times in which we live. Criminals are set free to roam the streets and prey upon the innocent, and a child who sees his parents argue is at risk of harm such that only the government can help. The very same government that set those criminals free to pillage and prey upon our children. This petition should never have been prosecuted as an Article 10 petition. The allegations raise nothing more than Article 8 concerns, which should have been resolved in the context of a family offense hearing. There was no showing of an emergency state interest warranting intrusion into this family. See Baptiste versus Baptiste. So they're putting a whole case in there. This lawyer's dope. There must, in addition, be an emergency that is real and immediate and of such a nature as to require state intervention to protect the children from imminent physical or emotional danger. One is reminded of former Chief Justice Sol Wackler, famous quotation as quoted by Tom Wolfe in The Bonfire of Vanities, that a grand jury would indict a ham sandwich if that's what you wanted. It appears that the same is true of the Administration for Children's Services. The totality of the circumstances under which this Article 10 docket was commenced and conducted requires a reversal in the interest of fundamental fairness. Although the findings of the family court are entitled to great deference, the appellate division should reject the findings of the fact of the family court when the family court's findings are not supported in the record, and make such new findings of fact as are appropriate based upon a review of the facts and law. I'm going to let that marinate. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but I felt that. SC, they are toasted. They need to be punished for what they are doing to you and your babies. They will get what's coming to them. Oh, I'm showing the proof. All the people that like to screen record my videos, screen record this. I'm going to leave it up. Let me go back up where it said my kids wasn't hurt. Because why y'all thinking, God, she gotta be a bad mother if the kids put... No, I was a bad bad baby mother for being so hurt that he was antagonizing me. You left me with the kids. Our family is broken, and I snapped during the pandemic because I'm trying to work. I had just got the job at the COVID-19 testing center. We couldn't afford to put both kids in daycare. So Bryce was old enough for the free 3K program. Thank God they do have that. That's one thing the government did right. Now it's 3K all day, because when my 20-year-old son was in 3K, it was only a 2-day program. It was universal preschool, and they only had 2 hours they gave for free. How do you work like that? AC has been stolen all this time because they fucked up and they know they fucked up. Man, I had to get a drink for this. Because while I'm sitting there and I realized I wilded out, I had it in the bag all along. And I was so hurt, I didn't even see it. Much ado about nothing. The appeals lawyer don't know me from a hole in a wall, never laid eyes on me. I spoke to him on the phone one time, and that's what he wrote for me. Let me rewind that part, because a couple people said I did what to my kids? Why would they want to be with me? Why would they want to be with me? They even brought in other cases. Hold on, let's go up. I didn't even read this part. Appellant argues that the prosecution of these Article 8 and Article 6 allegations as a child protective petition is a travesty. They said travesty. This court should take this opportunity to address blatant and unwarranted governmental intrusion masquerading as child protection. The entire prosecution of this petition was an abuse of discretion and governmental power. The state's authority jurisdiction to intrude into the privacy of family domain should be sparingly exercised. Nothing alleged in this petition alleged actual or imminent physical or emotional danger to either of the children. I'm going to leave that up. I never hurt my kids. And these people supposed to be protecting kids. There's no protection for kids. God wanted me to see this. It's unfortunate we had to suffer, but God wanted me to see this. Because had I lived my life normally, I would have never got to see how they fucking over families. They fucking over families so they could eat. These bitches clock out at 6 p.m. But they supposed to be protecting the kids. How many other people is going through this with their kids? How many? How many people going through this with their kids? God needed me to see this. And if I turn a blind eye, I'm not going to make it. Because I'm not living in my truth. God put me here to make a difference, not to turn a blind eye. When things are good, you don't turn a blind eye. You keep fighting. God has me going through this cycle because he's like, you're not fighting hard enough. You're not fighting hard enough. I thought that if I would have fought for them, they would have put my kids in foster care. That was my thinking, y'all. I can't have my kids in foster care. So let me just take this. Let me just deal with it. I dealt with it. I dealt with it. And I'm done. I'm done. Look, I told y'all, look my story up. If I was embarrassed, I would have never came on here and told y'all this story. Excuse my nails. My nails is breaking. I don't know what's going on. I did them myself and I didn't do a good job. I never hurt my kids. Let me put it back up. Physically or emotionally. So how did I hurt them and how was I negligent? I was asking them for help. Thank you, Thomas. I thank you. I saw you arguing with a troll named TM for me the other day. I put up my promo for, well, that was yesterday. I put my promo up for my new video. He said I was shaped like a penguin. And why are you watching me? People think that's gonna make me hurt. When do you see this? What I'm going through right here? I'm not thinking about that. Thank you, Thomas Martin. Thank you, SC. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for real support. For seeing, I was going on a downward spiral because I was missing my kid. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a negative person. I just want my kids. That's all I want. They want me. I've been fighting this whole time for them, not for him. I'm sorry. Let me stop my camera because some snot might come out. They made me into a villain for wanting to be a mother to my kids. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe that almost 4 years ago, Tomorrow will make 4 years that my daughter was cut from my womb, and they want to cut both of my kids from my life, and I never hurt them. Let me put that back up. The state's authority jurisdiction to intrude into the privacy of family domain should be sparingly exercised. Nothing alleged in this petition alleged actual or imminent physical or emotional danger to either of the children. First of all, Bryce was in school, so it's really Aria that was outside. But if both of us were there, why am I only being charged with negligence? He was negligent as well. So let me see what else I could read. We read that part. This appellant was charged with a single isolated loss of temper on one day in October of 2020. No one was harmed. No one was at risk of being harmed. Aria is alleged to have witnessed an argument between her parents and cried. For even the most serious allegation, which involved appellant lightly tapping the father's car with her bumper, did not place anyone at risk. The tap was imperceptible, according to the father's own testimony. What is overlooked by the court and counsel is the father's testimony that mother tapped him 3 but less than 7 times. Let us, for argument's sake, say that the mother tapped him 4 times. If that is so, the concomitant, I never heard that word, conclusion is that the father, rather than the stopping his vehicle after the first tap, engaged the mother in a bumper car contest at least 3 but less than 7 times. True. He did not stop and call the police. He did not attempt to leave his vehicle with Aria. He engaged the mother and played along. How is the father's conduct any less riskier to Aria than the mother's conduct? The entire point of the aforementioned analysis is that the appellant was at all times a good, loving mother, provider, and caretaker. Where is the family court's good cause for a temporary order of protection stripping her of her parental rights and restricting her to agency supervised visitation? Merely because something is routinely done does not make it right. Stop and frisk was also routinely done until a court determined to put an end to the practice. Appellant asked this court to take action to curb the routine of practice of imposing the most severe restrictions upon the respondent parent's access to a child or children based upon nothing more than the filing of an Article 10 petition. The petitioner failed to prove neglect by legally sufficient evidence. I'm going to leave that there because I need a moment. It's too much. It's too much. It is too much. Thank you, Donisha. This is too much. Thomas Martin, thank you. That's how I know one of my kids, if not both of them, are stars. Thank you, Miss Coolty. I know for sure that my kids are stars because of all the drama surrounding them. From their birth to like everything has been difficult surrounding my kids. And it's like, why? Thank you for sending me that. I forgot to respond to a couple of y'all emails because I've been in a whirlwind. Thank you for sending me that information, Superstar Bella. Black Love 17. Thank you for emailing me the other day. When I'm with my kids, I'll be like trying to do. It's like Tasmanian Devil. Yep, that's why you could sue their asses because they got it on there that he has a DUI. Yep, refuse to take the test. Thomas Martin, thank you for the support. But y'all hear it so far. So the appeal was set in motion in August. August was the time when the caseworker for my kids disappeared. Isn't that convenient? So I sat down with the parent advocate the end of July. She goes MIA in August. After that, the appeal, right? So actually, I have been doing some work. It just been slow motion now. The one thing I'm missing is a paid lawyer. So I paid for consultations with a couple of lawyers, but they saying the same shit. There's nothing we can do. You got to listen to the judge. You got to wait for the court date. We can't move the court date up. How the fuck I'm paying you to listen to me now. How am I going to pay you to do that when I went to family court myself and opened a motion to show cause, and I saw the judge the same day, October 31st, 2022. So you want 10 racks for what? For who? I did that myself with no lawyer, not even a legal aid. I fired his ass. This appeal lawyer is something totally different, y'all, than the legal aid that been working on my case this whole time. This is a whole different entity. Y'all did not prove that I was negligent. Where did you prove that at? There's no video footage of me crashing. They said I crashed into his car. No. Because he had a DUI and it was a situation where he broke his sister's ankles, both of her legs was broken. But they don't want to talk about that. That's how he got the DUI. Oh, I never told y'all that story. That's how she got a house in Long Island. Oh, but it's like a love-hate relationship. Oh, my brother hurt me, but then I was able to get a case and get a house from that. Shout out to you. But just know that that's on record. I can go buy that accident report right now. I got to find in my phone what actual day that was so I can just go to the precinct, which I want to do today, pay for the accident report. That's more proof. You want to know why I was chasing him down in that car? And I blocked his vehicle. I didn't crash into the car. I blocked his vehicle so he couldn't go forward. So he started backing up in traffic with Ari in the car. Who was negligent? I didn't do that. I stopped your vehicle from going forward. I put my car in a position on a main street to where he couldn't go because Ari was in a car. I'm trying to protect her. So when I show the proof of why I'm trying to protect her, because his sister's legs was broken. All of that is documented. Oh, I didn't tell y'all that. That's why I said, oh, it's a lot y'all don't know. Y'all think y'all know a lot, but it's a lot y'all don't know. I could have sank this nigga's ship a long time ago. Literally. So when y'all say I'm evil, I'm this, I'm that, keep it coming. I could have sank his ship. And I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back. Did I ever get him locked up? And I've been locked up 3 times behind this restraining order. Did I ever get him locked up? I'm not a snitch. I'm still old school. We gonna get you either spiritually or on some street shit. I don't need the cops to handle my shit. Fuck. Hold on a second. If y'all think I'm a snitch, I ain't snitched on. I never snitched on nan nigga in my life. In my life. I never got a black man arrested. In my life. Or a woman for that matter. Look at what the bitch did to me in Vegas. Does she have a case? They asked me, do you want to press charges? I was like, do I have to come back and forth here? Do I have to come to Vegas? They say yes. I said, I can't do that. I got a case in New York. I can't deal with this shit. So I bypassed it really for me. It wasn't really for you, bitch. It was because I'm not paying for no flight to come back and forth from New York to Vegas for the likes of you. Just take the bottles. I'm going to take the L that you embarrassed me on my birthday trip. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I said the same way you feel about your father, your kid's gonna feel about you. So I hope you're ready. They're not gonna feel that way about me. They're gonna remember, wait, mommy got locked up at my nana's house. Why? And when I say I was fighting to see y'all because you was crying for your mommy, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? So anyway, I needed to document this. I said I wasn't gonna tell my story anymore because I'm moving into the money, which I still am. I'm still a content creator. He's a demon who tried to shake me up the day before my daughter's birthday. But it's okay. She's all right. She knows I love her. No matter what, we had a good weekend. We didn't have to have all the bells and whistles. And guess what? Next Saturday is still my day, bitch. And if I want it to be more days, it will. I decided not to try to see them throughout the week because they're going to school. Why would I try to get a visit during the week? They don't stay with me during the week and they have school on those days. No, you got it, bro. You could do homework. You could wash clothes. You could make meals. Since you want to be a bitch, be a bitch. I don't have to appease nobody with saying the things that they want to hear. I don't have to do that. Listen, I'm not a slave. Y'all trying to make me a slave? I'm not a slave. And I'm about to show y'all right now. I'm not a slave. First of all, I may not have had a paid lawyer, but peep game on this. Most mothers on ACS have to take a drug test, a mandated drug program, all that bullshit. Y'all saw my petition, they said no drug test. Let me put that back up. The judge took that off. How many of y'all been watching me? How many blunts y'all saw I smoked on here? Since I'm such a bad person. Hold on. Because I told them from the beginning I smoke weed. I never lied. I told them that the day I got locked up. They sent me to the hospital. I said, just so y'all know, I smoke weed. Like, it is what it is. And they stole my weed because I had just bought a 3.5 I had in the car. So, again, the workers ran me down for over a year about a drug program. And then by May of this year, the judge was like, no, we're not going to mandate that. Because that wasn't really a problem. I don't see it now. It's somewhere up here. Oh, here goes. Random drug screens. In parentheses, it says denied by the court. Not by me. All I said was, yo, give me the results. If y'all said I failed, this is how I was able to bypass it. I said to them this. First of all, I was honest about the fact that I smoke weed, right? And I said, I smoke to keep my anxiety down. With all of this drama y'all giving me, if I don't smoke, it's going to be a situation. So y'all might as well just chill on that. I took the drug test, but I had detox. So I know I passed it. So when they tried this, when I went back for the results the following week, they said, oh, you failed. You gotta sign up for the drug program. I said, okay, can I see the paperwork? Oh, we don't have it. So how do you know I failed if you don't have it on hand? Look, how you know I failed if you ain't got the paperwork in your face? You got to talk to your lawyer about that. I called my lawyer. Can I get my drug test results? Oh, I don't have the drug test results. The worker has it. Oh, the kid's worker? Yeah, I don't know why she has it, but let me call her. Hey, Miss Laura Moore, you have the drug test results? Oh, no, I don't have it. The lawyer has it. I said, hold on, let me call him on three-way. No, you can't do that. We can't be on three-way at the same time. And she hung up the phone. I said, okay, bitch. So then don't ask me about no drug program. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I didn't do it. And then by May, the judge said, oh, nah, she don't got to do that. It took her to 2022 to say that, but I had to keep putting them off this whole time. Like, if you don't show me that I failed, then what you're saying is hearsay. Y'all used to dealing with real drug addicts. Weed is not a drug, you idiots. It is legal. Yes, it's legal now. So that's probably why over time they waited till the laws started, you know what I'm saying? The laws kicked in. So now it's like, if parolees don't have to do a piss test, why do I? Drugs was never in my case. Y'all said I crashed into a vehicle. Why didn't I get a DUI? They sent me to the hospital. I was sober. I had nothing in my system. They sent me to the hospital, y'all. And I passed the psych evaluation with 100%. They put a grade on it, 100%. They said, "Do you need a tranquilizer or drugs?" I said no, and they didn't give it to me. Simple. Sent me back to the precinct. That's how I lost my kids, because while he went straight to the precinct, I went to the hospital. So he was able to get his phone call, and I did not. Cheers. They never gave me a phone call in the precinct, so that was another violation. I didn't get a phone call until I got to bookings, which was probably 12 hours later. They gave me no phone call in the precinct. They put me in the back like a hooligan. Like the way 113 is set up, they usually put the regular normal people that just comply in the room with each other. The guys is behind the bars and the girls, they cuff you to the wall. They didn't put me with everybody else. They put me in the back tombs like it was a real jail cell with the toilet in there, little space with the bars. They put me behind bars for real. Like I was a criminal. They not used to people applying pressure on them and questioning them on things that don't make sense because these bitches really be guilty. So when I was in a class, I took anger management, domestic violence, all of that. A couple of them females put hands on their kids, and they still was in the house with their kids and the man that they had an ACS case with. A lot of Hispanics, they stay in the house with their kids, but us, it's you can't be around your kids. All these stipulations. This bitch says she slapped the shit out of her son in his face. That's how she got her case. You don't see none of that. You don't see nothing where she put hands on the kids. She left them in the home by themselves. We was at the school, and the nigga was antagonizing me from my mother's house. From my mother's house to the school, and I did lose it. I was like, I want to go to Texas. Give me my son. Give me my daughter. I'm out. If I didn't get no ACS case that day, I would have drove to Texas with my kids by myself. Promise you. I was ready. I finally made him up in my mind like, New York is a bust. I'm out. And they got me an ACS case to keep me here. So that's why I kept making videos like, oh, y'all wanted me back in New York, huh? I tried to spare y'all and go to another state. You want me back in New York? Sorry. It's time to ruin lives. One by one. It's time to ruin some lives. So I wanted to document this for y'all. Me and my mother went to family court today. I can't get into everything because they basically said they're gonna call her to come back. This nigga was already at the court, and whatever he said to his lawyers, they ran me down because the kids was with us. So I had to give them up because they were trying to arrest me. Now I told y'all I got a felony looming over my head. They didn't charge me with it. It's looming. It's like pending, right? So I'm chilling. I gave them back to their father. But they didn't want to be with you, bro. They didn't want to be with you. So just hold that with your simp ass. Looking real simpish. You out in the streets selling weed to niggas and you snitching. They don't even know. Y'all supporting a snitch ass nigga. Ben is not as hood as he would like to portray. He went straight to court this morning on me to try to get me locked up. So the ACS worker, it's a big stink, y'all. It's a big thing. The ACS worker went up there. She's at court right now. Oh, it's funny that the lawyer said you got to come up here right now. They tell my mother to leave. He leaves with the kids. I recorded him leaving in the vehicle with the kids with no license. Nigga, you fucking with the wrong one. I don't know who you fucking with. But I let you slide with a lot of shit. You was never on child support. You was never on child support. And you want to do this to me? You doing this to me? Who held you down when not even your mother was coming up to prison, but she was spending your money that she had access to your bank account. Simping on a whole nother level. I said, Ma, whatever I gotta do, I will go to a shelter just so you could get the kids. Period. I said, Ma, thank you for actually stepping up for me. I know she didn't want to get involved for a long time. And people feel like, oh, you don't got a support system. I do. The problem is my mother still works. My mother don't have a husband. She still works. How's she gonna keep her job trying to deal with my problems? She been dealing with my problems almost 40 years now. I feel guilty that I'm putting my mother in the mix of my shit because of the man I chose. But she stood up for me today and she's not even feeling good. So I commend her for that. Anything I said about my mother, nah, that shit ain't a go. She is the one person that got my back. Period. Okay? He could be watching. He's a scammer and a liar. I want him to watch and send this around. Share the video. Share it. Cause you showing your cards. Your tail, your slip is showing, bruh. Good will always prevail. That's why I always tell y'all. The devil look like he's winning in the beginning every time. Every time. The devil, it be like, damn, how they got one up on me? Damn, they did this to me and getting away with it. And then it be that one moment when they whole shit get washed up in the blink of an eye. You ain't gonna get good doing bad to people. You're not gonna do good being bad to people. And I'm gonna take this narc out. I know people think it's hard to take a narcissist out. Watch me. Sis, thank you for your tips, but watch me. Because you gotta beat them by their own game. I was not beating him by his own game. I was empowering him the way ACS and the family court empower him. I'm taking that power back. Everything I've been doing lately is a chess move. You don't run me. You're not fucking me. We not in a relationship. I don't submit to a man that did so much to me, couldn't provide any stability for me. I don't submit to you, nigga. Who the fuck is you? This whole thing started yesterday because I asked the nigga to come upstairs to get the bike, something that the kids would want. And you said, I'm not coming up because your mother accused me of trying to break in her house, but you did. You turned the knob and she was sitting right here and she heard it. You think my mother gonna lie that and tell me, yo, I heard the doorknob jiggling before he even knocked. Why would my mother lie about that? Did she go straight to the precinct the way your mother does? His mother she called the cop. This is why I say y'all gotta show yourself to a grand jury. She called the cops before anything allegedly that occurred. She called the cops. And if they got video footage from the streets, which I hope they do, they got the cop video footage, it's gonna show the truth. So I'm not pressed at all. I'm not pressed. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm gonna fight for my kids regardless. I carry them. What the fuck I look like? Y'all trying to make me a bad mother. I'm not a bad mother. Y'all put that label on me. Now imagine if I was a weak ass bitch that said, I must be a bad mother if they took my kids. Y'all bitches don't even have kids. Y'all bitches can't even spell kids. I just asked the new worker, do you have kids? So that's 2 to 3 different workers that don't have kids that they put on my case. No offense. But if you never birthed a kid, what the fuck can you tell me? You could give me your advice from what you think you would do, but how about what you would do? They hire ugly, out of shape black women that's insecure to do the white man's work. Thank you, Empress. While y'all on here fighting each other on social media, which is fine, I do it sometimes. Let me enlighten y'all some real shit I'm going through. They have not proven that I neglected my kids, but they're putting this on me for 2 years. So what is that telling you? It's time for me to fight. How can a woman that never carried a child, body change because of a baby growing inside of her, have to worry about her job and what she's going to do with the children when they're born, how she's going to finagle everything, the value she instills in the children? Am I spoiling the kids too much? Am I being too hard on them? You never even had those options to know good or bad with children. How kids be getting out of pocket and no, they don't come with instructions. They don't know none of that, but they sitting here with a job overseeing women that are mothers and fathers that's going through hard times in a city like New York. And this happens in every city, but I'm from New York, so I'm talking about this city. An expensive city like New York, finances is the number one breakup of a relationship. So shouldn't that tell ACS something that the parents need help? They need resources so they can be better parents to the kids. That never dawned on them, though. That didn't dawn on them. Cause you got Jewish men with yarmulkes in the background, and you got these black ugly bitches in the forefront with no kids. And they want me to hold my tongue, be docile, and not say nothing. I'm not a slave. I never was a slave. And according to a lot of y'all, I'm not FBA anyway. So I damn sure wasn't a slave. So what the fuck you expect from me? To fall in line? When it comes to kids I carry, I almost died for, got cut open for. Don't get blocked, MF Doom, because you're a troll. You've been saying nasty shit about me. Don't get blocked. Just watch and shut up. I can block you, you know. I don't need you here. So like I said, they can't fathom what it is to be a parent, especially a mother, and you gotta listen to them. Who set these rules? The white man with the yarmulkes? Question mark. Allegedly. Because when you go in family court in Queens, that's who's in the back. That's who's coming from the back office. Yarmulkes. Yeah, you're bad. Don't start with me today. This is my motherfucking house. I will clip your wings. Don't play with me. So like I was saying, you can go start your own channel to talk shit about me. You're not gonna come over here and try to violate me. I just proved my point that these niggas did not prove that I was negligent. It literally says in the appeal, I did not hurt the kids. That was not proven. Let me go back to page 12. For those that like to come in here and screen record. Screen record this, you dumbasses. Excuse me. Page 13. Right. If I was ashamed of this case, I would have never told y'all. Ever. Now I lost it. Alright, this is page 11. Mind you, he stole my wallet and my phone that the police gave back to me when I got out of jail. Like, make it make sense. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Let me leave this up for a minute. SC, you're a warrior and a good mother. They will see the wrath of a mother who loves her children. Thank you. Yep. So y'all see this, right? It's a travesty. This is a blatant, unwarranted governmental intrusion, right? For those that just came in. Okay? Abuse of discretion and governmental power. Nothing alleged, look at this part, in this petition alleged actual or imminent physical or emotional danger to either of the children. Nothing alleged. Nothing, he said. He didn't have to say nothing. If I hurt my kids like that, the energy they give me would be so dry. I can't even use the bathroom without them when I'm with them. They would say the same thing to their father. I don't want to go with mommy. But I tell you, I love bomb my kids, but I love bomb them for real, not on some narcissist shit. Like I'm an empath. So I'm love bombing them because they away from me all week. So by Saturday is lit. We doing TikTok, we eating snacks, we partying. Oh, you want cake, you want cookies, good, but you still brushing your teeth. I'm getting them new toothbrushes every two weeks. Like I'm doing the shit still. making dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. I'm the one that told Ben Bryce may need glasses because he's saying his head hurts. But I'm a bad mother. Did Bryce get the eye appointment yet? Why y'all talking shit about me? But oh, you worried about him going to school. But if he can't see the board, because I wear glasses, if he can't see the board, it's worthless to go to school. That'll make you act out because I can't see what's going on. But you know, kids don't understand sight until you understand that you don't have good sight. So I didn't understand. I think third grade, I got my first set of glasses. And how my mother knew is because I was squinting. And that's what Bryce does. And he be saying his head hurts a lot. When you wear glasses, if you're squinting, your head is going to hurt because you're busy trying to make shit out. I did what now to my kids? Oh, okay. Oh, I had them with the wrong person. That may be why I got this ACS case. Damn, you put them in danger for having them with that nigga. That's about it. This may be a bad fight, but the children were never at any time at risk. Look at the look. Maybe a bad fight. Y'all can read it yourself. I said for people to look it up. Maybe you don't know how to look it up. So I'm showing y'all my petition for the appeal. I don't even want to show you the original petition because it's embarrassing on their end. They spelled everybody's name wrong. Everybody's birthday was wrong. They said my birthday was 1980. My birthday was 1/21/1980. I'm not even gonna embarrass them like that. Like you intervening in somebody's kids and you spelling everything wrong. Is the petition really for me? You got a whole different identity. I'm confused. I'm confused. So with that being said, this is what happens when you have kids with the wrong man. He really feels justified because they empowered a bully and a monster. He feels justified. And it's sad. They gave him a false sense of security. Because when shit really hits the fan, he's not gonna know what hit him. So I didn't tell y'all this part. He got another ACS case. I don't know how. I'm gonna leave that to plead in the fifth. But somebody called ACS on him a couple months ago. And he had, all right, so this is how his room is set up. The kid's room is connected to his room by a door. There's a door. Say this is the door, right? There's a glass door that connects his room to the kid's room. Before the bed was on the wall on this side. So the door, there was easy access to get to their father. He moved the bed in front of the door. And Bryce FaceTimed me one day on his iPad. And I was like, why is y'all bed in front of the door? So if y'all need y'all father, you have to go around to the kitchen to get to his room. I said, that don't sound right. That don't even look right. And is it because he's trying to bring bitches in to smash? But peep game, it's glass panels. And it's foggy glass panels. So it's a couple of holes in the panels that if the kids wanted to, they could look in and peek in. So I said, oh, nah. If he think he's doing that to hide something, they're going to be able to peek in and still see. So I said, you know what? He got an ACS case. Just put it like that. I'm not going to say who called. Somebody called. And he had to move the bed back to the original location. And not just that, I told y'all he was driving trucks at night. He was leaving them at 9:30 at night, and his mother's sleeping upstairs while they're sleeping downstairs. So if it's an intruder in the home, they're the first line of defense. Okay, so he hasn't been working at night, according to Bright. You fucking with me? You sure? You sure? Okay. Was it worth it? Was everything you did worth it? Because I wasn't trying to fuck up your life at all. I just wanted my kids. I wanted you to be a man and say ACS is a piece of shit. Nah, they ain't even watching shit. Take your kids, but you every holiday wanted to make my life a living hell. You wanted to block me when you wanted to because you had a bitch around, and she's more important than me. So fuck me wanting to be with my kids. Whatever you doing is more important. So now when I speak the truth, that's wrong. When simping goes wrong. Your mother made you a simp. Damn. Is that dick limp? You only 30 something, but you looking like a real punk. Niggas in the hood selling out of their trunk. But you in the fucking family court, snitching like a punk. What's up? Like, how you outside? And I'm talking about he's outside. How you outside snitching? You do nothing legal. Like, literally. And you snitching. Yo, my life is like a real life reality show. I'm just sitting back like, yo, I'm having an out of body experience. This nigga is an extreme, when I say extreme, criminal. And they're empowering a criminal, y'all. I'm just looking like, yo, this shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. This nigga is getting public assistance, but has a whole trucking company. Please tell the people on me. Because I don't have a couple of... This nigga owns a couple of trucks, y'all. But according to ACS, he doesn't work. SC. I've been saving this nigga's life. But in a minute, you're going to go back to whence you came. Right back to Wyoming. Green Correctional Facility. If you fucking with me, I'm legit. I'm legit. It's nothing you could say about, oh, you're getting public assistance, but you got a fleet of trucks. No, I don't. I'll be happy if I get one sale for my business a month. Narcs are delusional as fuck. He's delusional. Peep game. You go to the court to say, I'm not giving the kids to you. You are technically supposed to get the kids on Saturday. Do you think he wants to get the kids on Saturday? You think him having the kids all week, that he wouldn't want them to spend the night with me on Saturday so he could have some time to himself? He could very well come get them on Saturday. He doesn't do it. If he had a choice, he would bring them from Friday and get them on Sunday. But you're telling the court, I didn't release them to you on Sunday. Oh, you a day late, bro. What happened to Saturday? You telling on yourself. I'm not the one that has to comply. You do. You know what you're supposed to do. You know they're not supposed to spend the night with me, right? So why didn't you get them on Saturday? And you go to family court to say, I'll go there yesterday and she didn't release them. But you're a day late. How did that happen? Oh, and what about the week before? Fuck this week. The week before was Thanksgiving. I had them from Wednesday to Sunday. Oh, I'm willing to go to jail for this. I was right. I was in family court like, oh, I'm willing to go to jail for my kids. I had them from Wednesday to Sunday. Why? Why? Because I went to kidnap them. So why they didn't get me arrested then when I went over there to kidnap them? How did I get through all these days with them and nobody called the cops? Fucking with the wrong one. Yo, when the rabbit. I'm the rabbit. I may have had to give my kids back, but I'm still the rabbit because I got work to do anyway. But it's the point of, I'm still the rabbit. My mother went up there to file for custody of them. You don't deserve custody. Where's this nigga's psych evaluation? Because he needs it. Yo. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And keep in mind, I know he's watching me. Because as soon as I put some happy shit on the internet, here comes the demons. Here they come. Oh, let me fuck with her right before her daughter's birthday. You're hurting her. She wants to be with her mother. You're only hurting her. And for the ugly bitches that was so jealous of me that they had to get me away from my kids, I wish you the same thing you gave to me. I wish you go through exactly what I went through. Am I wrong for that? I hope somebody calls ACS on you and intrudes in your life for 2+ years. And you can't take your kids to school, pick out your kids' clothes, none of that. Do your daughter's hair in a timely manner. I gotta rush, miss money. I mean, that's normal parental shit, so I'm not tripping. But it's highlighted because I only technically am supposed to be with them on Saturday. Listen, you think you're gonna get with a bitch that's gonna respect you and do you right? You gonna get with somebody that's gonna give you the same energy you gave me, fake energy, love bombing you to get what they want, and they're gonna be on to the next. That's what's gonna happen to you. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. I could see it. I could see it happening to a lot of men. They're idiots. Idiots. Can you close the door though, JB? This video is monetized. Y'all trying to give me a strike. That is copyright material. So anyway, I'm gonna conclude this live. I needed to say this because if anything happens to me or my children, I'm documenting this. The cops, oh, they do nothing. I called for 2 wellness checks on my kids, 2 different time periods. It took them 4 hours both times to even check on the kids. What y'all voting for again? What y'all said to vote for? 4 hours. So when something happens to these kids, just know the cops, what are they doing? What are they doing? 4 hours. They could have been in imminent danger. He said his fake false self that he shows ACS is about to be exposed. The narcs can't keep that false mask up for so long. It's slipping, sis, and showing the demon that he is. It is slipping. It is. For the fact that they called the ACS worker down there immediately, they know that they went too far. And they feel like they can get away with this because I have nobody on my side. So the fact that my mother stepped in now was like, oh shit. We didn't even think that about the fact that she has family. So I asked that. I said, while y'all sitting here talking about my mother being a resource, did y'all account for the fact that she's also their grandmother? And so because I have an ACS case, my other family members can't step up to see the kids? What type of agency is this? They fucked up. I'm about to come up. Racks on racks on racks, racks on racks on racks. So if you ever did anything nice to me, for me, stick with me. Because when I get my racks, I'm blessing everybody that helped me. Oh, this is a case. I just gotta wait for this case to be over. That's why they dragging it. They know. That's why they got an attitude with me. The judge gonna say, I don't have to disclose why the worker's on leave. I know ain't nobody splashing in her. So she ain't pregnant. So either she's sick or she's trying to keep her job because right after I spoke to the advocate and filed my appeal, oh, miraculously, she's nowhere to be found. She's on leave. So if she went on leave because she was about to have a baby in August, why isn't she back to work yet? Hmm. They damn sure don't give y'all 6 months of maternity leave. You getting about 3 months the most, bitch. That was August. You go on leave usually like it can't be no more than a month before you deliver, right? If that was the case, you should be back at work. Donisha, shouldn't she be back at work if it was a pregnancy? So I'm thinking after I filed the appeal and they said this is Seinfeldian. I never seen a lawyer put some shit like this is Seinfeldian. Like the show Seinfeld. Like a sitcom. A joke. A joke. Oh, I got a few cases. That's why I'm like, oh, don't trip. Some of y'all smart. Some of y'all is smart. Y'all see what's about to happen. Some of y'all like, all right, I got y'all. SC, Talitha, a lot of y'all be supporting me, cash apping me. If you ever cash app me, I still got the history. I'm gonna go right to the cash app, like, oh, I'm sending this back. Cause y'all don't understand I'm the queen of pentacles. I love to spend money. Don't let me have a bag. The first thing I think of is who do I owe? That'd be the first thing. Whoever loaned me money or gave me money in a time of need. Oh, I'm cashing out. I'm cashing y'all out. That's me. Period. I don't care. I love to give. So that's why it be like God be telling like giving me little and a little bit here, a little bit there. I gave it to my baby father. That's why he took from me and ran. I try to give it to another little dusty bitch. Where y'all at now though? What's up with y'all now? Where's she at? If she's still around, she's a fucking fool. I hope you got your bail money ready. I hope you got your bread saved up. And I told her that the last time I spoke to her, you dealing with a dude like this, and you told me you had a situation with your children's father, and you go deal with a nigga that's doing this to a woman, and you think you're gonna be any better, Summer Walker? I call her Summer Walker. Who said you gonna be better than me? He gonna do you the way he did me. Please. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a warrior for real. Y'all see me spiral out of control because I missed my kids. Not because, oh my God, I want to be with my children's father. No, I would have took my kids and dipped. That's how I got the case because he knew I was ready to dip. I was thinking of a master plan. Like, all right, I'm going to drive as far as I could go. If the car don't make it, we'll just take a bus or plane from wherever we end up. Thank you, sis. I'm just saying that's how I am. I'm not saying nobody's doing that for them to get back, but that's how I think. That's why I'm like, I know something big is coming for me. Because they put me through too much and have no explanation. They keep going back to the judge and the court. And you know my response is? Fuck the court. I said that to the court officers today. I said, you said what about the court? The court is a piece of shit. It's trash. I'm waiting 7 months for a court mandated class. It's court mandated. I'm asking for the class, and these bitches is telling me it's no class available. So what? I'm gonna end up going 12 months with no class in order to get my kids back? You said no system is working except Satan is. Exactly. I appreciate you, SC. But that I still got that plan in mind. When that bag get dropped on me, boom. I'm like, now I didn't say I was giving y'all thousands of dollars. I give you a little $100. Boom, 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 boom. Trust me. Just let me be me. Just let me be me. Just pray that I get it. Because I'm giving back. Just pray I get it. That's all I'm saying. It's simple. Now, I'm going to get off of here. Yep, you said don't sign no releases where you give up your rights to sue the. Oh, yeah. I'm not. What the fuck? That's the first thing I'm doing. They can't tell me not to sue. Y'all niggas deserve it. This is my city. I'm from this city. And y'all ran me through the mill. And y'all let immigrants come here and get a fucking place to stay in a couple weeks. Oh, I'm going to run y'all niggas through the mill. This is my city. And y'all treated me like I was the outsider. I got something for y'all. God don't play about me. God really don't play about me. Since it's a spiritual attack, how y'all doing over there? You could front for your job, but how is your personal life? And on that note, yep, I know it. I claim it. I went through so much, I deserve it. I deserve it because I still come on this internet with a happy face and still do other topics when this shit be bothering me the whole time. Nobody can tell me I'm not a dope ass individual. I fought through this pain. I fought for them not to deem me crazy. I'm not crazy. I just miss my kids. I take care of them very well. I give them baths every time they're with me. Not just a shower, a bath, a real bath. You know what my kids be saying? Mommy, why you gotta clean the tub every time you give us a bath? Oh, so that means somebody over there giving you a dirty ass bath. Because I don't care who it is. I'm cleaning the tub before I fill this tub up. I'm soaking it with bleach. Then I drain it. Then I do the comment. What? My kids ask that. Food. My kids is never gonna be hungry. They never gonna be hungry. So I don't know. So what is it that I'm doing wrong? Because I don't have a place of my own. Okay, that's true. I did though, right? Y'all saw it in Houston, and they refused to transfer my case there. I guess that's my fault too. I stayed there for 10 months. I didn't even get to 12 months. I stayed out there for 10 months. They never transferred my case. Now I'm having anxiety attacks. I gotta come back to New York. Fuck that place. Broke the lease. Should have never did that either. But you live and you learn, right? Came back to New York to be miserable. I'm not saying Texas ain't bad, because shit, a lot of people dying in Texas, child. But in my own space, for what I felt at that moment, I felt like a woman. I felt like the world was my oyster. And I come back to New York to feel like a fucking struggling asshole. Man, listen. Man, listen. Thank you, Nixon. And then I appreciate y'all. Anyway, let me get over here. I don't want to drag this out because when I come back here, we talking about some good shit or other people's shit. So when people say, "Oh, you want to talk about celebrities?" Well, y'all know about my story, so I'm not judging them in a bad way. I'm just gonna keep it real and give y'all my opinion on what they're going through, and I always put my situation in there. Like, okay, I can't judge people too much because look at what I'm going through. See that? So we got unbiased commentary. I'm going to see if Z Banger will let me go live later. And I love y'all. I know this situation isn't pleasing to everybody's ears, but I'd rather me tell my story than somebody else tell the story when something happens. And they got like, I wonder what happened to Goddess. Because now, once they take your freedom from you, you can't tell your story but so much. Let me tell the story now. So if some shit goes down, y'all can say, nah, this shit ain't right. If social media could crack a case like Shanquella and get to the bottom of who was the killer, why y'all can't do that for me? I love y'all. For real, for real. Ashe.